What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys the daily sports talk. So if you're new here or if you're old here and you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you stop what you're doing, like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you check the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. And shout out to everyone who's bought me coffee so far. Also, there's a link down below to shop the official Symone with the Sports merch collection. You can get your Symone with the Sports classic hoodie or classic tee. Stay fresh to death out in these streets. Don't get caught slipping and don't play with us. You know what I'm saying? Also, the last link is to subscribe to our podcast, Tough Calls, where me and Dylan have some of your favorite sports analysts, former and current athletes, chop it up with us on the pod. So if you do not want to miss out on any of that conversation, make sure you head that way and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to your pods. Now let's get right into the conversation today, because we got some juicy stuff to talk about. And really, when I was like, okay, I want to talk to my peoples today, we're going to talk Sixers today, I did not think I was going to be talking about Michael Brogdon. I did not. But you guys know the trade deadline is Thursday. Today is Tuesday. At the time I'm recording this video, 3 o'clock. In 48 hours, the trade deadline will be closed, shut. Final rosters. You got your championship roster. You think this is a championship worthy roster? Okay, you're stuck. This is what you got. Period. No trades after the trade deadline. Okay. The buyout market will still be out there, but no trades for those big name guys. Now, Michael Brogdon has been reported to be available. Well, the Indiana Pacers are looking to obviously having an underwhelming season. They got Caris LeVert in the trade that sent James Harden to the Nets from Houston, and they feel like Caris LeVert is good enough to hold down their backcourt, be that go-to guy in their backcourt. Now, whether he is or whether he's not, that's none of our business in Philly. Whether we believe in Caris LeVert's ability to carry the Pacers. What's our business is now that Michael Brogdon is available. Now, of course, we were looking at Kyle Lowry. We've been looking at Zach LaVine. We've been looking at Bradley Beal. Honestly, it's really kind of quiet for Zach LaVine and Bradley Beal. We haven't been hearing anything around that way of them coming to the Sixers as of late. That doesn't mean it still can't happen, but we haven't been hearing anything. Also, with Kyle Lowry, I think Michael Brogdon will be a better option over Kyle Lowry because of just age. Michael Brogdon is only going to be 30 years old when his contract expires. I think it expires 2022, 2023. And when it's time to renew that contract, if we want to renew it or if we don't, we have that option as versus a guy like Kyle Lowry who's like 35 years old and obviously is not a long-term option if we want it. Also, someone made it interesting. If we do get a guy like Michael Brogdon who can hold down the backcourt on his own, that, let's say next season or the season after next, and it is looking like a time where we might have to split up Ben and Joel. If we do end up in a situation where we end up trading Ben later, if we have a guy who's a very, very, very capable ball handler, that would give us more leverage. I'm not saying we are trading Ben, but you guys know this is the NBA. You can't fall in love with any players because they might not be your player next year. Like, come on now. We know how the league works. And if it's a situation where we're not winning and Ben wants to leave, and holding out our backcourt, having him under contract, a guy who still got lots of years left, is going to give us a lot of leverage. Now, let's talk about the pros and cons. He's shooting 44% from the three on the catch and shoot this season. He's also shooting around 39% from three overall. Also, he is a guy who can hold down the pick and roll extremely well, and he is an elite ball handler. So in those lineups, when we have like the Tobias led lineups or the lineups where we don't have really a strong point guard, will hold down that role in the lineups when it's not Ben, it's not Joel, it's Tobias leading the way, and that's going to just elevate our bench so much. Now, it's two options. It's an option where and he's also a he's a capable defender. Could he be more explosive on defense? Yes, but he's a capable defender for sure. His free throws shooting is a little bit iffy. I think he's like an 80% free throw shooter. Not terrible, but definitely could be better. So those are the only really two knocks. Is he could be a little bit more aggressive attacking the rim, and the way that we're playing, and he could be a little bit more accurate, obviously, on the free throw line. Now, the way that we're playing in Philly though, that aggressiveness on defense will probably just come naturally just because of the way that we have been playing with such high energy. Once he comes to Philly, that energy will probably drip off onto him because, you know, you playing in a losing system. You're not going to be as aggressive on defense as you could be. I'm not saying he's bad on defense. You know, his defense is very solid, but it could, you know, it could be more aggressive in attacking the rim. It could be a little bit more aggressive attacking the rim, but you know, when you're catching that lob from Ben Simmons, you're gonna be extremely aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't the same Indiana Pacers. You know what I'm saying? We're not your mates, okay? We gonna have Michael being extremely aggressive. So don't think he will cost, of course he's not going to cost as much as Bradley Beal, probably not as much as Zach LaVine, but he is going to cost a little penny, and that's kind of the question of what we're willing to give up for him. And another thing, court, in the event that we do keep Danny Green, who knows if Danny Green will end up in that trade, but it will be Danny at the 3, Toby at the 4, Joel at the 5. That is a championship lineup if I've ever seen. That's a championship lineup if I've ever seen one. So that will result in obviously Seth Curry coming off the bench. Now, let's talk about what Michael is averaging this season. He's averaging 21 points, 4.7 rebounds, and 4 assists. So obviously the numbers are there, averaging 20 points a night. That is great. Like I said, he's 44% on the catch and shoot 3. So having him play the 2 will be, you know, really impressive because obviously, you know, he can knock down those shots. He can spread the floor for us. And he's not even shooting as much of the volume as he could or he doesn't shoot as much as he could. And, you know, he's playing on a losing team. You come to Philly, you know what I mean, he'll start knocking down those shots. Like, he's knocking down the shots. He can shoot. The only thing is, they don't think he shoots as much as he should. And if he's averaging 21 points per game and not shooting as much as he should, then imagine if he's playing the 2, Ben is at the 1 facilitating. Imagine how much points obviously having Ben attack the rim, getting the pick and roll going, obviously with Joel, Ben, and then let's not forget how Tobias Harris has been playing extremely aggressive this season. I'm saying that's a lineup you can't sneeze at. So I'm really liking Michael Brogdon. Now, I don't know if Mike will be willing to come off the bench. I don't think he'll be willing to come off the bench, especially as much as his price tag is. That's not really coming off the bench worthy. I think Seth will be fine coming off the bench. He's been coming off the bench before for his past team, so I think he'll be fine coming off the bench. And then that'll just add up more depth. There'll just be so much more depth for our lineup, and our bench has already been playing very well Thursday, and I'm just super excited to see the bombs that's going to drop, whether it's with Philly or whoever. I just love when, you know, you get that Woj bomb and it's like who and where, you know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think. What are your expectations? Thursday is quickly approaching. This is probably one of the last trade rumors we're going to do for the 2020-2021 season. No, the 2020-2021 season, yeah. Okay. This is probably one of the last ones. So, like, guys, it's been a long ride with these trade rumors. You know what I'm saying? I would miss doing these trade rumors. I know some of y'all were sick of the trade rumors. You know what I'm saying? But this might possibly be the last one. So, like, can we, like, pour something out to the trade rumors? I'm not gonna pour out my actual carpet, but I'll go through the motions like I'm pouring. R.I.P. to the trade rumors. Let's pretend like something poured out. R.I.P. to the trade rumors. It's Thursday coming up. I feel like this might. I ain't got no more trade rumors left in me. I ain't got no more trade rumors left in me. Lord, do I have another rumor for the next 48 hours? Y'all know these trade rumors are my bread and butter, okay? But it's almost playoff time. We about to get into some serious stuff. We got the Warriors coming up tonight. We got the Clippers and the Lakers. Woo, child. We got a rematch with the Bucks. We got a lot. Oh, we got the Hawks twice, and the Hawks they just had their 8-game winning streak. I think it was 8-game winning streak snapped last night to the Clippers. Their team that's coming on hot. Their team that's looking to make a trade before the trade deadline. So we got a lot of exciting basketball coming up. And I'm super excited to be taking you guys along the ride with me. And, you know, me along the ride with you guys. We like all one little thing. You know what I'm saying? We move at one. I think y'all been buying me too much coffees because obviously, you know what I'm saying, I got too much energy. So let me go ahead and close this out before I say something crazy. So make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you buy me some more coffees down below so we can keep the energy going on this channel. Yeah, buy me the coffees, empty them pockets, you know what I mean? Wallets out and cash out. Also, make sure you shop this official Symone with the Sports, the merch collection. Get the official classic Symone with the Sports tee and hoodie. Also, make sure you subscribe to our podcast, Tough Calls with me and Dylan. Have some of your favorite sports reporters and analysts, former and current athletes, chopping up with us on the pod. Bye!